Hello everybody who's just joining. I'm going to stream about an hour of Stalker. Yeah, literally, hey Stalker, because it's Stalker. So I'll do another hour of Call of Pripyat. So I was doing a couple of the side quests, so I need to find the keys for the convoy with the nerve gas on it on the bridge. I've also got the helicopter objective to do, but that's sort of a main quest objective. But I could carry on with that. Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. Yeah, there certainly are gas masks in this game because it's Stalker. Oh, yeah, I forgot to change it. Oh, I have to rename the video after it's done. Yeah, I can't change it now because I'm in the stream. I mean, I might be able to Alt-Tab out. Let's see if I can Alt-Tab and change it. Hopefully it will just keep showing the game screen because I think because I've got OBS set to capture the application, it should just keep showing the map, so I can actually change it now. Thanks for telling me that. Because normally when I'm doing a stream, it's just recording my screen, so I can't really... I won't bother setting changing the category now. I'll do that once the video's done. But hopefully, if you refresh the page, it should now say Call of Pripyat stream. No, I've just been live streaming more when I've got time because, as I said, I'm going down to 3 videos a week soon. I think as of tomorrow that will be the last video that's on a random day. Actually, no, it would have been today's one, wouldn't it? So tomorrow's Friday anyway, but as of tomorrow all the videos are going to be Friday, Sunday and Wednesday. Because obviously I'm working weekends now, so I don't have as much time to do videos. And because YouTube's not sharing my videos as much, I'd rather put a bit more effort into less videos. Right, cool. Okay, let's pause me thing so I can still look at your comments. Maybe for reserves, but they have the M2000 now as their current mask. As far as I can remember, you can give him the mercenary notebook, can't you, to Owl? And that's not actually something you need later for a side quest, but I can't give the duty thing. Anyway, I've got 210 rounds for this, 90 for the shotgun. I can sell that pistol ammo as well. What does Soul do?
You? A statue?
How frustrating.
You
I'll
got
keep
something,
that one
spill the beans. If not, take a hike.
Right, now let's just double check which of these I can sell. Okay, Morgan's PDA is the one I can't sell then, because the other ones are just mercenary ones. Hook the mercenary and Ridge the mercenary, so they're ones I can sell. Okay, and I want to keep the other one for the quest later on.
That's right. Get on out of here.
Welcome.
Oh, I might as well sell all those, what's it, RDG5 grenades? RDG5 grenades. Do the grenades in this have the real name? Because I know with most of the guns, they've changed all the guns to avoid copyright, but I have a feeling that's a real name of the Soviet grenade, isn't it? I'll sell most of them and keep 3, so I've got the grenades. Right, okay, that's quick saving and go.
Hey, Stalker. How are you?
And because I've upgraded the guns, I need to remember to reload those. I don't know, I'm handing out all my medkits for free, but I might as well have good relations with the stalkers. Oh, that was useful giving him the medkit, wasn't it? Because he just keeled over and died. Oh, but he's still got it in his inventory. That works out well then. Right, I don't need any more shotgun ammo for the time being. Alright, great, the chat's been updating for ages and it hadn't scrolled down automatically. I prefer New Vegas. I mean, Fallout 2 is probably considered the best Fallout game, but obviously it's a bit antiquated now. Alright, Mike, I just saw you joined. If you sent an earlier message, I'd have missed it. I just scrolled up to see it. Yeah, apologies if I've not been responding to anybody's messages. The chat thing didn't go down, so I hadn't thought I'd had any messages for a minute, but there. Right. I might as well go to Iron Forest now. I've explained that loads of times, Edgenator. I think it's even in the description of the FAQ thing. No, it's not Missouri. As far as I'm aware, the Dutch buy Avon masks, so it will just be an FM12. It's probably they've just given it a slightly different name. Should we kill the bandits? I mean, I'm technically neutral with them at the moment, but I've betrayed them already, so he didn't really react, did he? Is there a third one of them there? I didn't really need any more shotgun ammo, but I've taken it anyway. Do any of these have NATO ammo? No. No. Yeah, good. I've only done 2 shifts so far because I work weekends, so I did it last weekend. Because my videos are behind schedule, or in front of schedule if you want to look at it that way. Because obviously I need to get videos done in advance. I can't really film them and edit them and render them the day I want them uploaded.
I knew I'd be exposed eventually. I'm sure you have many questions.
I don't really know much about the FM53. I know it's one of Avon's sort of newer masks, because they have the FM54, don't they, as well now? That said, I don't really know much about it, because it's not going to really be on the surplus market cheap anytime soon. And that's how I kind of decide if I think a mask is good or not. Actually buying it as surplus and playing about with it. Yeah, the SM90, if you look at the cover of Call of Pripyat, at least the cover I've got on my one, it's got an SM90 as the cover. It looks like a very nice mask, but sadly Swiss masks here never seem to turn up for reasonable prices. Like, even the really old ones are like £30+, so I've only got an SM67 for that reason. Get asked about Fortnite in every stream, and now I'm not playing Battle Royale crap. Don't have very high opinions on games like that, and as said, I'd only be streaming single player games if I'm streaming, because I don't know how well my internet connection would cope with both streaming and trying to play a multiplayer game. I think they're regular stalkers up there, aren't they, not bandits? Yeah. Yeah, I'll go that way anyway, because I need to get up there. If people try and ask me loads of questions, I won't be able to answer them in this stream because I'm playing a game, obviously not constantly reading and answering the chat. Yeah, Browning high power is in pretty good condition. I don't need one. I play piano badly. I've never taken any official gradings on it because I just did it when I did GCSE music. If I technically took gradings, I assume I'd be grade 2 or 3, but I generally play by ear and play for fun. You know, rather than playing from sheet music and everything else. I've got quite a few instruments, most of them I can just make funny sounds, you know, I can't play many of them very well. It's one of those things that, you know, if I sat down and put the time in and said every day I'm going to play this X amount of piano or this instrument, I could probably get pretty decent at them, but I said, because my piano's like always in the room, obviously, because it's the big cabinet electric one, but a lot of the time I don't really play it, and if I did I'd have to plug, you know, headphones into the piano, so because it's an electric one I can do that, so you know it doesn't bother the neighbours or whatever. FN I'd say is a better company than H&K, but again I haven't actually shot their guns myself, but obviously FN has a reputation for guns like the FAU and the SCAR and the P90. I need to grab some more food in a minute because they've cleared out all my food, giving them the food. But I can get the item that's in here. I'm just looking for it because I have a feeling there's an actual stash in here as well, isn't there, rather than just the thing.
Shooter away.
mean, that's the thing I came in here for, but I have a feeling there are some, I guess I'm just totally, sort of getting this wrong, but I thought there was somewhere where there was a stash in here as well. Do you mean the flash hood? I assume the S10 flash hood would fit an FM12 absolutely fine, because it doesn't fit the S10 quite right anyway, because it's a one-size-fit-all flash hood as far as I know. I assume you can't actually climb up that ladder. Oh look, it is crappy rifle. I actually watched an alright film earlier about nuclear war. I think it was called Aftermath, and it was I was expecting to think it was like a crappy zombie film when I first started watching it, but it was actually right. It was about some people, you know, holed up in a basement after a nuclear exchange and then slowly succumbing to radiation poisoning. Yeah, I was saying it's a lot better than I thought. It wasn't an amazing film or anything, but it was one of those films that I went in with very low expectations and watched it on Amazon Prime. I was like, oh, it's not too bad. Well, hopefully one of these actually has some food on him. No, no food.
Looks like the crew died in midair and the helicopter simply crashed because there was nobody there to fly it. The onboard
When you say
computer
Dead Air,
was
do
a
you mean the
little
Left 4
luckier.
Dead campaign? Or do you mean the
I
film?
wonder if there's anything useful here. Ah, there's something.
Cool, yeah.
A
Flash
map of the
same one.
area with certain locations marked. That should come in handy.
I'm not playing Call of Chernobyl at the moment, I'm playing Call of Pripyat. Did I call this Call of Chernobyl? Or does it say Call of Pripyat? Let me have a look, you made me question it now. Yeah, I did put call the Pripyat. Yeah, I've played a lot of Call of Chernobyl. I've done it on streams as well. Just get something while I'm here. But yeah, Call of Pripyat is the best of the Stalker games on its own, because the game actually works like I'm playing it now without any mods, and it just kind of works properly. There we go. Got the Deagle in here. Not that I'll use it, I'll just sell it because it's a pretty useless gun. Because you want to always run in Stalker with really a shotgun and an assault rifle, or a shotgun and a sniper rifle. Oh, thank you very much. Did you have any questions or anything if you're putting a donation on? Because generally if people donate, I'll answer a question for them, or give them a more detailed answer than I normally would. There we go, right now not to fall off. Quick save. Trying to work out how close that is to the edge, because if it's too far in, I've not really got good enough protective gear on to go in to get it. Alright, thank you very much for the donation, and I do appreciate it. The only problem I've had with some of those faction kind of ones is where you have to kill guys because they're obviously hostile to you, but some of the other factions or your faction has a bad reaction to it, so you can end up making everybody hostile because it doesn't always completely work. I've had it work fine before, but I have had issues with those kind of faction relation ones where it's just, you know, like I was saying, where one of the factions ends up becoming hostile and there's nothing you can do, which kind of breaks the game if it's the loners that become hostile. Tell you what, should we kill the bloodsuckers down there without using the nerve gas? Because there should be a genius way of doing this. Now, if I remember right, this is what I want to do. The only thing I really hate with Clear Sky is all the homing grenades you get. There we go. That's the easy way of doing it. No, they're bloodsuckers, not snorks. Snorks are the guys with gas masks on that are kind of like the jumping zombies. I assume they mean American Civil War era gas masks before, you know, gas masks were a thing. Although apparently the Union had planned on using chlorine gas if the war had gone on much longer. So maybe there would have been Civil War era gas masks if the Civil War ended up having chemical weapons used in it. Oh, I finally got some food back again.
Спасибо.
Oh, we grabbed this gun, I should have emptied that. Oh well. If you've read the book Roadside Picnic, and I doubt you have because it's not that famous, Stalker's heavily influenced by that. Ooh, a load of red dots over there. Oh, it's zombies. Hello to people just joining. Which one haven't I looted yet? That'd have been this one. Oh, grab his anomaly detector. And eat his bread. I have no idea what the guy with the Russian name is spamming, but YouTube keeps holding the comments for review, so I assume he's swearing at me in Russian. Oh, a mission. Yeah, this is just the early game around Zaton. I mean, if you want to in this, you can just do the main quests and none of the side quests, and then you can, you know, like complete the game fairly quickly, but I'm sort of just playing around doing the side quests more than the main quest, to be honest. The side quests in this game are a lot better than the main quest, because the main quest is find all the knocked out choppers, meet up with the military guys, and then kind of evacuate the zone, isn't it? There's not much of a real story in this. Yeah, I've said quite a few times that originally I was planning on going on a trip to Chernobyl, but because the Ukrainian civil war happened, lots of places, you know, stopped offering the flights, and by that point I obviously went somewhere else and whatever else. It's one of those places where if it becomes easy to do again on like a, you know, easy to book holiday, I'd do it that way, but obviously at the moment I bought a new car this year, so I'm having to pay off that, so, you know, can't really afford to go on a holiday, to be honest. Very much doubt my new job would let me wear a costume, because it's, you know, to do with like food and keeping stuff clean. When I was working at Argos, we kind of had Halloween stuff there, so I did one of the characters from Killing Floor for that. But then it turned out with a gas mask on I couldn't speak to the voice recognition headset, so couldn't end up doing it. Oh, if everybody hasn't done it, just like the stream for me, please. I mean, you can dislike it if you want, but generally I think YouTube shows the stream to more people if people, you know, watching actually like it. What time did I start streaming? Does anybody know? Like 8:15, was it UK time or something like that? I don't know how far it will let me scroll up on this chat. Now to 8:21, so it was about 8:20 then. Like we were saying before, the problem is if you get to cover quickly enough, it ends up just being a pretty boring waiting game, doesn't it? When there's an mission going on. I'll just save again now the mission's done, so I don't have to sit all through that again if I die. Oh, I played Misery and didn't really like it, because when I played Misery everything was broken. Like lots of the things didn't work, like I had a flashlight and batteries and I just couldn't get it to work, so it just pissed me off, to be honest. Oh, and Misery makes everything just brown and horrible looking, doesn't it? Because it's got a piss filter on it, because whoever made Misery thought it was a good idea to shove a random brown filter over everything. I know you can probably mod Misery to work, you know, better and probably remove the filters and look colourful again, but it's just kind of, you know... I played AMK on the original Stalker, that was hard enough. When I was playing Misery as well, there's like bloody pseudo-giants everywhere as well, right at the start, when you didn't have weapons to kill them, which kind of broke the game as well. I wonder if there's anything on this pipe, let's have a look. Alright, so is there anything on this pipe, or is it totally pointless? I have no idea, because it was a couple of years ago I played Misery, but as I said, it's not the kind of mod I'd enjoy anyway, so I'm not going to give it another chance. The load times are atrocious as well, even when I put on an SSD. Let's have a look in this big area to the left of the sawmill. If it's released, if it's actually released, this is the thing, and if it ends up being a good game, great. I don't have too much confidence in it, to be honest, because I don't think many of the original devs are actually working on it. So it's going to be a case of, does it actually get released, and is it, if it's released, is it actually any good? You know, I'm not going to hold my breath. What I've seen that would be really good, if it is the case, is that apparently a company's bought out the rights to make more Time Splitters games, or re-release the Time Splitters games. Because if anybody's played that, they were probably the best shooters ever released on a console. And annoyingly, there was never an official PC version of Time Splitters games other than emulating them. And the company that made it, Free Radical, they got bought out by Crytek. And then Crytek didn't have them make any more Time Splitters games, which is, typical. Mustard gas is called, the official name for mustard gas is sulfur mustard. So if you Google sulfur mustard, you can find out all about it. But it's one of those things that has no industrial use, it's purely made as a weapon of war. I think they found other uses for it afterwards, but you know what I'm saying, is it's not one of those things where, like chlorine or phosgene, it was an industrial chemical that they weaponized. It was something purely made up to maim and kill. I'm pretty sure it's only blister and nerve agents, which are like the two chemical weapons that don't have an industrial use. Let's have a look on that little island over there, if I can get over there. Only this one, because the other two are kind of broken if you play them unmodded. Right, can I get over there to that little pier? There's nothing here, that's annoying. You think if you go all the way out your way to get somewhere like this, there'd be a good bit of loot here. I can't see anything at all. There's another one over there, let's check out that one. No, it's just the water's so shallow, Mike. Because they obviously couldn't be bothered to put a swimming mechanic into the game. All the water in this is like knee height. Yeah, even if I low crouch, my arms are still above the water. There's no third person, so I can't check how, high I am, but quite disappointed they didn't hide some loot around here, because you think, looking at the map, this kind of being on the right far edge of the map here, there'd be like a good stash here somewhere. Oh yeah, Stalker's only on the PC. No, I haven't played Descent on DOS. Oh, a Stalker game without A-Life is kind of pointless, isn't it? Because that's the kind of interesting thing with Stalker, where they made the AI that walks around the map and kind of does its own thing. If it's just entirely scripted, it would be total trash. But, you know, the modern state of the gaming industry, it would not surprise me if Stalker 2 is kind of, in name only, a Stalker sequel. Now, if I press num free, mate, the stream will stop, because that's my key I've got set up to stop streaming.
Well?
That's even better health restoration one. Right, I'll sell the soul one then, and I'll keep the other one. But what I need to get at some point is the
Pop in if you find any artifacts. We'll see what we can do.
other one. Okay, let's give Camden the tools. Let's sell him the Desert Eagle because I'm never going to use it. Ah, so the Desert Eagle in this only uses 45 ACP. It's not actually 50 Action Express. So it becomes a bit pointless because it's basically just a chunky 1911. Oh, I've got the better detector. Okay. I don't know where I picked that up from, but... Second. Now let's equip that, so I've got that one. And then trade. Still in both of these. Have all the drugs as well, because I never use them. Can have a load of these grenades as well. I'll just sell him all those actually. I'll keep 5 because I'm bound to pick up a load more. I suppose I should go do that last helicopter while I'm here. Alright, where's Noah's barge? Oh, very far south, okay. I'm going north, okay. Alright, can I jump off here without killing myself? Yeah, what Ratnik says, I thought it was around then, but I couldn't remember the exact year. So I know Shadow of Chernobyl was 2007, wasn't it? If I have the energy, I'll do a stream after work Sunday, but I don't know if that'll be a game one or just an audio stream. Shan't do one tomorrow or Saturday. That's when Mike has his streams on anyway. And Mike's Weapon Collector, if you're wondering. I'm also making a really silly Weapon Collector game. It's nearly finished, but I've not quite finished it yet, so I won't do a video on it until I've got it totally done. It's kind of a joke thing more than anything. There you go, that's what you get for ban evasion. If you did something stupid in the first place and get banned, ooh, got shot, don't do it again.
carefully and follow me.
I'm gonna give some advice to all the people who do this, right? If you get banned by me and you actually want to carry on commenting on videos and you make a new account, don't say that I banned you previously. If you behave, I won't notice, will I? And you can carry on. But all the people that just say, "Oh, why did you ban me? I'm on a new account," you're just going to get banned again. Oh, as you're a mod on here, Mike, and because I'm playing a game, sometimes it's easier if you just ban people. But if they said, "Can you unban me?" or something like that, obviously, yeah, just block people again. Can I just sprint through and survive? Is it jumping on this bit? Yeah, there we go. It's easier doing it that way.
Nice jump. Feel free to drop by sometime.
I'm sure that guy only got banned in the first place because he kept spamming the chat like with useless stuff when we were trying to talk. The only one don't ban people for if they're asking have they been banned, because I randomly get people who haven't been banned and they just seem to think they are. So they go, "Oh, have I been banned?" I'm like, no, your messages are coming through in the chat, so you obviously haven't been banned.
Information on the onboard computer. Okay. So Stingray 3 had engine failure in both engines. What else is there? A map with what look like possible evacuation locations. Positions B2, B28, and B205.
Ah, fucking interactive cutscenes. I have to kill all of them before I activate that, or it's just going to break and get me killed. Oh, it's saved after. Right, do a quick save now. Yeah, they still didn't completely polish this game, did they? Because there's still stupid broken stuff like that in it. I tend to find pseudo-giants the most annoying, just because they have a massive, massive HP bar. And there's quite a lot of places where they're not really a threat, but you just kind of have to waste loads and loads of ammo to kill them to advance, like whatever you're doing. Yeah, where is the controller bit on this map? Let me try and remember, and we'll go to the controller cave. I think it's up there, isn't it? Like there or somewhere, or maybe there. I'll go up there in a minute and have a look. Oh, there's a blood supply. Well, because I'm not playing the Misery mod, am I? I'm playing proper Stalker. Not let's make the game as hard and as broken as possible for the sake of it. Well, as I've already said, when I played it, it was horribly broken. They may have fixed it since I played it, but like I said, I don't think Misery's a very good mod at all. That's my opinion. You're watching my video, so I guess you do care about my opinion. Yeah, well, it's an XM40 in Stalker, but yeah, in all the Stalker games there's been XM40s. Oh. I have to do the run and jump on that one. Do you jump slightly further in this if you put your gun away? I can't remember. There we go. Right, I'll quick save here because it's going to be quite difficult to do this bit if I remember right. I'll take some anti-rads. Yeah, I think that was part of the problem I had with Misery, was just that certain items didn't seem to work or you couldn't click on them properly in the inventory, and there was lots of items that seemed totally pointless, so they just clutter everything up. I mean, maybe that was done by design, but to me that doesn't seem like a good design choice to put unusable items in a game. Ah no, it's on that bit, isn't it? So I've just got the same armor I got now. Righty-ho. You have to be careful sometimes, like, doing these, because sometimes you get stuck behind a rock. I've never seen a dust mask in official Stalker stuff. There's like the half-face respirators, but they're not dust masks. By dust mask we mean there's like little paint or decorator masks. At one point, the company that made the games used to sell Stalker cosplay kind of things, and I think they did a sunrise suit that cost a stupid amount of money. But that all went downhill. The only thing that I think would have been worth buying from them was the kind of, you know, like jacket patches. If you're one of those people who likes to sew on the patches onto jackets, they did all like the Stalker factions as jacket kind of pins. But I always find it really stupid of someone like that when they're digging a hole deeper and deeper every time they come back. As I already fucking said, if you wanted a second chance, you make an account that has nothing to do with your other name, and you just come back on. He was spamming one of the chats. I think I put him in a timeout and then eventually blocked him. And now he's just doing the same thing where he keeps making new accounts and coming back because he's not got the message that he's not welcome. Oh, exactly, that's why he keeps getting banned, doesn't he? Because he's acting like a little childish prick. I shouldn't be giving him a reaction, because that's what he wants, but the point, you know, stands is... A lot of these people, if they genuinely didn't want to get blocked, whatever, all they have to do is if they get, you know, kicked off, they make an account with a completely different name. Oh, my screen's gone wrong because of a stupid pop-up. Deny. Get back to this, although I'm going to finish this stream fairly soon.
Один сталкер у другого спрашивает: а знаешь, какая машина самая сталкерская? Нет, отвечает тот: какая? Запорожец. Почему? Ну все просто. Надежная тогда. И багажник спереди. За кобаром удобно присматривать.
Yeah, I've got more money than sense now because I've got all of these things. The problem is I need other things for Camden, don't I? But he's not a very good mechanic because you have to keep plying him with vodka. I'll probably finish the stream off fairly soon, to be honest. Yeah, but like let's have a honest discussion about this. I'll stop playing Stalker now. I'll just save this and then I'll chat with you about this, right? So, if I'm trying to read messages and respond to people, I can't do that if somebody keeps spamming the chat with stupid shit. There's something quite different from somebody having a joke to somebody basically just constantly, you know, spamming messages in the chat. Does that make sense? Well, I think it's a shame when you block somebody on YouTube, it just doesn't block the parent account, because all it does is actually block the individual account they're using, but you can have, as far as I'm aware, infinite YouTube accounts to one Google Gmail account. So, basically, if I block him, it doesn't block his parent account where he'd have to make a brand new account and come back on. It just simply blocks his, you know, single account. But the point, you know, I'm trying to get at is, when I do streams, I like to try and answer people's questions, and I can't see genuine questions which people might want an answer for if the entire chat's being spammed with, like, stupid memes or the same message over and over and over and over again, because somebody's attention whoring. So does that make sense to everybody? It's like I blocked a few people on here because they kept giving spoilers for the game when I told them not to. I sound like a bloody teacher now, don't I? But that was the kind of annoying thing, is, you know, saying other people watching the stream might not have played the game before, so don't keep posting spoilers. Well, it blocks the YouTube account, but not like the parent account, because everything's done through Google Plus now. So if I block anyone on YouTube, I'd have to, in theory, block them several times, or find out what their host Google account is, which is pretty much impossible to do unless it has the same name. And do it that way. It's called an OM14 generic user, or like an SHM41, I think, with a Z in their name somewhere. Yeah, sadly no, Chris, it doesn't. If it did, it would make it so much easier, because people would have to keep going to much more effort to keep making new accounts. But what a lot of people do if they want to just troll anyway is they basically like make 40 odd, you know, duplicate accounts all linked to the one account beforehand, and then they just keep jumping onto each one of those. Yeah, Mike, that's the thing. Like I've said to people a lot of the time on here, when I do things on here, I'd like to keep the comment section civil, and you do get random people saying, oh, why aren't the comment sections so awful on your videos? That's because I moderate them. No, that's fine. That's an actual question. It depends. Depends where you live in the UK, really. Some of the UK's alright, some's crime-ridden hellholes where you're not allowed to defend yourself, so there's always that. I will be off in a minute, Nicola. Because I've been streaming for over an hour now, as far as I'm aware. I doubt there's a lot of skinheads. All the music in Stalker's kind of like that, Mike, because it's sort of all the ambient creepy stuff. I keep wanting to replay Soma, and I don't think I've got time to do it now tomorrow, because I kind of want to play it in a couple of big chunks, so I might have to leave it to next week after work. Yeah, I think I started this at about 8:20, so it's been just about an hour. I'm just, you know, reading a few of the comments before I finish the stream now. It used to be, but the problem is it just costs too much. I answered that earlier, mate. The answer was yes. Used to just do collect 40k, but Games Workshop kept making it more and more expensive, and then they kind of kept breaking their own game to try and sell different things, so I've had no interest in it. I mean, Killing Floor's set in London. That looks like modern day London, to be honest. When you say Rhode Island, do you mean Rhode Island with a H, that's like Rhodes Island that's in America, or do you mean Rhodes next to Greece? Or do you mean a totally different island? Yeah, I mean, I'll be finishing any minute now, Mike, so I'll be on Twitch a bit later. As I said, I'm not going to probably bother playing Soma now till next week, because I keep wanting to replay Soma, but I mean, maybe I don't think I'd really want to stream it, because I think it's one of those games that'd be quite distracting if I keep getting people mess about in the comments. Yeah, exactly. So if you were to field enough guardsmen, if you were playing as Imperial Guard, to actually play the game properly. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. But yeah, going back to what you were saying, if you were ever to field an Imperial Guard, you know, army that's big enough to play on the table properly, it would just cost an absurd amount of money. That's the thing that, you know, really annoys me with it. Attack plan, your message has been held for review. Who is that aimed at? I'm not going to show or hide it until you give me an answer. But I'm not Russian, someone you hate. I think that should be fairly obvious. I don't think Russians sound like this. Unless they're very good Russian spies. Yeah, what I'll do at some point is I'll do a video where I just show a few different gas masks in one video. What I ideally want to do is show a few of the different lens types in one single video to point out why front-facing ones are kind of better. Because I'd rather do, like I said, you know, more, well, less longer videos, if that makes sense, than more shorter videos, so rather than just doing one mask. Alright, fair enough, I still won't show you a comment, because I don't like people insulting each other on the comments here, really. I've played Dishonored, Dishonored 2. I've recently bought, what's it called when it was on sale? What's the name of it? Prey, because Arcane did the Prey remake. I like Dark Messiah of Might and Magic as well, which is the older one. And Arx Fatalis is even older than that. But anyway, thank you for the 2 people donated. I do really appreciate that. I can put it towards another gas mask or something interesting. The next mask I might get, if it gets through custom, is that like weird Chinese looking mask a few people have linked me to, which looks kind of like an MM1 and kind of like a few other masks all amalgamated together. That's in the description attack plan. No, I don't play COD. I played some of the older CODs when they were still good, but at the moment they're all like copy-paste games, aren't they? I mean, it's fair enough if you like it and enjoy it. I'm not going to bash you for liking it and enjoying it, but it's not my kind of game. Yeah, the one you showed me, Peach, I've had a few other people link me to that because they all think it looks really stupid, so I'm tempted to buy that. Actually, I might order it tonight, although it probably won't come for a while because I did get paid today, so yeah, I'll order it tonight. Yeah, Stalker's a great game if you can get into it, but it's one of those games I don't think a lot of people can get into, so it has to be a game, you know, you kind of get into, or else I think you'd hate it, but if it's a game you can get into, Stalker is really, really fun. Anyway, yeah, thanks everybody. Thank you for the people who donated as well. As I said, I do appreciate that. I'll put it towards that gas mask that I'm going to order now. Nah, I'm not a massive fan of Metro. Right, see you everybody.